Hi there, everybody. My name is William Michael Forbes.
I'm reminding you, start live show.
Thank you. Cancel reminder. And I'm going live from my Facebook page. I'm a spiritual medium and channel, and I'm just waiting for one of the mediums that's going to be participating in the upcoming channeling course we're teaching, which starts this Saturday. And her name is Tatiana. And we're going to talk about how you can break free from your past with channeling. It's a very fascinating concept. But they're also telling me they've been coming in very strong. I've had Archangel Michael here, and I've had Jesus here, and they're saying it's really, really important to examine the concept of fear around channeling. And they prefer to say communication. They don't like the word channeling. It's got a lot of ideas connected to it they think that are unhealthy and untrue. And that the reality is you're just learning how to communicate with these multidimensional beings that are around us. Jesus and Buddha, just because they're not in the body does not mean that they don't exist any more than when somebody you love has left their body doesn't mean that they don't exist. It means just the medium that they have for expressing themselves is gone. But they really wanted to stress that people have to let go of their fear in order to communicate from the present moment. And most of the fears that we have are from our past. And for those of you, because I've gotten a few inquiries about people saying, I'm a little afraid of this thing called channeling. I'm afraid of, I was raised Catholic and I'm concerned, maybe we're dealing with demons and things that aren't healthy for us. And I'm just going to see who's here. And my response to them, based on what they told me, was that it's important to understand that most of what we've been taught to believe about the mysticism, about talking to other entities, is false. There are frequencies of energy and consciousness that one may align themselves to that can, in fact, create experiences that you would call negative, where you can attract consciousnesses that are of a lower vibrational frequency. Jesus and Buddha are not lower vibrational frequencies, nor is Archangel Michael. These are high vibrational beings that have mastered and transcended being physical. And as a result, they are beings that I do communicate with because they have information and knowledge that transcends way beyond my personal experience of what I know to be true, and certainly beyond the personal experience of most people on this physical planet that are seeking to connect to them. Okay, I'm just waiting for Tatiana here. I should see her in a moment. So they really stress that overcoming fear is really, 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 really important. That it's unwise to try communicating with non-physical beings if you are in a state of fear or uncertainty, but to be in a position and around people that you can overcome that uncertainty with, to transcend your fear, to go beyond your fear, so that you can actually begin to deliberately and intentionally communicate to high vibrational beings. When they always remind me that it's really important, the term high vibrational means being of a mindset and a physical state that is high in energy, in love, and in joy as you can possibly make it. Let's see, where's our dear friend? And so it's really, really important to, they should address this today. Most people are afraid to explore this process called channeling, which is really part of the Ascension movement. The Ascension movement is the elevation of human consciousness from just being body-mind consciousness based on environmental conditions to being an awakened consciousness, the soul consciousness that is operating from a plane of creation where you're deliberately creating and manifesting experiences into this realm. And we're all doing that anyway. Everybody's channeling in some way, in some degree. The question is, are you channeling more love and good, or are you channeling more fear and uncertainty? And that becomes a personal choice. If you're suffering, then the chances are you are bringing through negative energies. If you're having a good life and you're happy, then the chances are you're bringing through positive energies. And it gets easier and easier and easier to communicate with these beings. Let's see where Tatiana is here. Well, hi, Anne-Marie. Hi, Elena. Wonderful. Okay. I'm just letting Tatiana know. This is something we also do in the group, the channeling course, where you actually learn how to communicate on an ongoing basis with fellow students. You practice in the class. You practice card reading, you practice channeling, you practice focusing, you learn ways of letting go of your fears. You work in a supportive, high vibrational environment where people are there for and with you to support you on the journey of being able to access higher knowledge. When you start accessing higher knowledge, they say your life will change. When you step outside of what you know, you start to experience something very, very different. And the key is learning how to step out of that. Michael's saying a lot of people got their feet stuck in the clay. He's saying by that I mean people are stuck in the belief that the body is the exclusive self. And as a result, they can only react to things from that perspective. So anything outside of what the body is familiar with, based on its senses, becomes a potential threat to the individual. Okay, let's see if I can bring her on. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, Tatiana, if you could send me a request to join. So everybody in the course, we learn to do this where you bring people on live with you. You actually learn this technology, how to bring people on live with you. And everybody's a little nervous with it, everybody's a little clumsy with it at first, but you get better and better and better as you go through the course. Because you're going to need people to practice the things that you're learning in the course with. You can't do it on your own. That's why we created the structure the way it is. Okay. So Tatiana's here. I'm just going to find a way to bring her in. See if you can send me an invitation, Tatiana. That would be great. And I will try. I'm not seeing you on the live stream yet. Hi, Tatiana. If you're there, then you're able to hear me. Apologies for the interruption. Then you just need to go into the video section of my business page and tap on the little icon on the bottom. It's the fourth icon on the bottom left side that gives you a chance to send a request to me. It's okay, take your time. We'll get through this. This has happened many, many times in the groups and courses and classes, and everybody gets through this. Okay. It shows that I've got 4 viewers, but it doesn't say that I can invite you yet, Tatiana. And you're using your iPhone in landscape. No worries. Hi. Well, I'm just going to wait, Tatiana. You may have to leave the group and come back in. And then when you come back in, your icon should pop up. Because I've got Anne-Marie's here and Ellen is here, and I could bring either one of them on if they were open to doing that. That's wonderful, Anne-Marie. Carnegie Hall. I made it to Carnegie Hall at last. That's wonderful. Yeah, so Michael was saying that when people start to disidentify with this little self and start to recognize and listen to the greater self, which is all things beyond what you are conditioned to think you know, then you will begin to get a glimpse of what you don't know. And it is what you don't know that will begin to change your life. Because what you do know will only give you what you do know. What you do not know will give you more of what you do not know, which is what's new and exciting and different. He's saying people are using this in many ways. There's many, many beings on the planet now channeling different angels, archangels, masters, beings from many times and spaces from human history are being channeled through in this day and age. There are beings being channeled through other dimensions. There are beings being channeled from other star systems that do not rely on physical structures in order to move their consciousness from one point of time and space to another. And of course, quantum physics is clearly demonstrating that a particle can react, whether it's a billion miles away from another particle, it can respond to that other particle. Well, our consciousness, your soul, your awareness is exactly the same. Your consciousness can respond to the feelings and thoughts of people that love you somewhere else. It's why sometimes you're sitting around and suddenly you get a sense somebody's going to call me and the phone rings and there they are. It's because your soul consciousness has the capacity to be unbound by time and space as you understand them to be. And when you begin to move your consciousness out of that that framework of your limited identity, you suddenly start to access and tap into knowledge, ideas, information, beings, teachers, mentors that are beyond what you've formerly known. So in the course we go into that in great detail. But Tatiana is one of our channels that's going to be working the course. Hi Alona, how are you, hon? I'm just waiting for Tatiana to come live. And we've had this a few times where everybody has to learn this technology. You learn how to come live. Like I could bring Ellen on with me right now. And Ellen is actually one of the people that was a student of our 102 course and our 102 extension course. And I think what I'll do, while we're waiting for Tatiana, I'll bring Elena on, because I know that Anne Marie's at Carnegie Hall, so she's probably got to keep things relatively quiet. I bet she's got an ear set in. Elena, may I bring you on? Ah, there's Tatiana. Okay, wonderful. Let's see if I can bring you on. Okay, it doesn't say I can bring you on, but it does show that you're here now. So now I just got to find out why. See if you can send me a request to join, Tatiana. Because once I get a request from you to join, either you can send a request or I can send a request, and you're not showing up for me to send a request for you yet. Yeah. Okay. It's just going to take a minute or two, kiddo. Like, yeah, it's the same as yesterday. It's the exact same process as yesterday. The difference is that, oh, okay, there we go. Wonderful. Okay, I'm approving and I'm going to add you. Everybody in the 101, 102, and 103 courses learns to work with this technology. And those that are unfamiliar with it, you stick to it. You keep pushing through until you can make the connection. You don't give up on each other. You support each other. And you got a whole group of people that are doing the same thing, the same focus.
Can you see me? Hello.
You made it. Wonderful. Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Never give up, right?
No, I think because I was just a minute, I'm making it louder.
No worries. Get yourself set up. We have time. We have a whole hour today. So yeah, so as you can see what we just went through today, everybody in the course learns to do this. And as you get more experience with it, it becomes easier and easier and easier. So Tatiana, how are you today?
Yes, I'm good. Not for Monday, thank you.
Well, wonderful. Tell me a bit about what channeling has done for you over the last few years. Like what brought you to the idea of channeling? What got you into it?
I always want to do channeling, and I always want to help people, to heal people. But what brought me to channeling? I had a lot of channel sessions myself, and I always been thinking, I really want to do it myself. I really want to have my guidance. I want to have all my answers. Have to change my life from where I was years ago to better. I always feel like Archangel Michael around me.
Yes.
And I did realize, even when I was small, that I'm not like other people. I've always been different. I've always been stand up for speaking your truth and being honest and treat people well and treat animals well, which other people never understand. Why are you doing that? Why are you speaking your truth? I've always been suffering speaking truth because I'm originally from Ukraine. I lived there 28 years. And I growing up in under communistic regime, which is you're not allowed to speak your truth because they just make you live in fear all life. So that's how I live, and I always want to really break free from that. So I've been really looking, have to leave Ukraine, have to go and live somewhere else so then I can expand, so that I don't feel so pressure all the time, like living in prison, not allowed to speak.
Mm. When was the first time? When was the first time you began to conceive of the idea that there are these other beings that you could communicate with? When was the first time you began to experience that?
I always believe that angels all around me. I haven't seen them, but really first thing I would say more realistic experience is when um, I think I had my awakening probably 10 years ago. Then I realized I can't live like that anymore, and I started doing meditations.
What was the awakening? What caused the awakening?
Is my marriage. My marriage was gone so horrible, so it makes me really awaken. And first thing I did to get divorced. And first book I ever bought on English, because when I moved to England, I didn't really speak English at all.
Right.
And first book, I went to try counseling to see what I can do with my marriage. But counselor said, there's nothing wrong with you. What you need to do, she said, start doing your meditation and get divorced. Because she said, you just lost yourself. You're not yourself at all. So you need to get back to yourself. But first book she recommended me to read by Louisa Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. So that's where is my journey started, to positive thinking, to realizing. And after that, I find a spiritual teacher in England. Here I've got, she's a medium, very sort of, I don't know, very high medium in England, in UK, Jill Harrison. And I've been doing lots of courses with her. That's where I find out about Pleiadians, about channeling, and that's really first time I feel like I really fit with people on that spiritual courses, which we've been learning about healing chakras, and there was a different meditations. That's where I feel like I really want to do what she's doing. I really want to be who she was, because I feel amazing. But first ever experiences, that's when I was still small and when I had few operations. That's where I feel connection with angels and divine and God. When I had operations, I had like out of body experiences when my soul came out of the body, and I seen all doctors and myself. And I want to leave. I didn't want to stay in that body. I didn't want to live that life. And every time I hear the voice which said, no, you can't leave now because you don't even start your mission yet. You're supposed to helping people. So you have to get back. You have to go through the lessons you meant to learn in this life. So very unwillingly I've been going back, my soul going back to my body.
So how have those experiences, how has your experiences with channeling begun to move you from your past to heal you? Like how have you healed? Like where do you see yourself now? If you compare yourself to where you were, what is the difference for you? Like what was the difference that channeling's made for you?
It's a big difference to how I feel. Before I feel like I'm lost, I'm lonely, feel quite helpless, because after divorce I live in England, but I don't really have anybody here apart from my daughter, my ex-husband, because all my family in Ukraine, so I've got no help. So I always live in fear and feeling helpless. But now with doing channeling course and start channeling, is all that I feel so happy when I do channel. That's the most amazing feeling when you connected to God and angels. It's just most amazing, joyful experience. You just want it last forever. You don't want to finish in that.
I'm feeling it.
I,
I'm
I
feeling
feel
it.
I'm so excited. I just really want to do channeling. This is what I want to do in life. And channeling, I think, will open other like paths for me, because I want to do healing. So I want to channeling. To channel guidance, have to do healing, because I know in previous incarnation I was a healer. I healed lots of people, and I've been told in different channeled messages by other mediums that I will heal people, but so I really need to improve my channeling to
Well,
expand.
what you've been saying, just what you've been saying in the last couple of minutes, I could really feel the energy pouring through me right now when you called them in. Like Michael's been here and Jesus has been here, but when you said that this extra energy came down, it's like I feel like I'm surrounded by these beings right now. It's amazing. What has it done to your fear? What has happened to your fear?
Yes, I sometimes it's still I feel a bit anxiety maybe in the mornings, because just lately I just changed 3D job, which I really hope it will be last one. So then after that, hopefully it leading me to my 5D job as a being spiritual channeler, healer, whatever, because I've been so I would say fear nearly disappeared, less and less
Isn't it
fear,
amazing?
and it's amazing. I don't feel like on my own all the time. No, I'm more and more I'm connected. I'm all the time connected and talking to my higher self, talking to Archangel Michael, and I always
Yes.
asking for help. I asking for guidance, and it's coming easily and easily is with time. So
He's asking me.
I
He's
really
asking me to stay. Go ahead, hon. Sorry.
sorry. I said I'm really happy that I taken that course nearly a year ago, and with practicing with you, with Christine, and I meet that course is not just channeling for myself. I met so many amazing people. I'm still friends with them on Facebook, and I'm watching what they doing, because they all go and have their own pages on Facebook, and they channeling and doing crystal healing and energy work, rewiring, pulling cards, all the things. A year ago
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't know anything about it, but now it's
now it's
just,
a snowball.
yes, it's just
Now it's
amazing.
getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, which is what they said was going to happen. They said more and more people are going to get together for channeling for the purposes of bringing higher vibrations through to the world, that relationships and connectivity between us all are going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So we move away from fear towards love. And Michael wanted me to say to you, he's wanted me to say to you, as your last grains of fear fall from your mind, your 5D jobs door will open. He wanted me to say that to you right now. The last
Ah,
of the grains of fear are gone. The 5D door will open. So I'm just gonna put that out to you. But it's been amazing, and it was Michael that came to us and said that we had to call you and invite you to become one of the teachers in the course, which I'm really glad we did, because it's been really exciting, and just hearing your stories and where you're gonna go, and what you've done with the people and the relationships and the connectivity that's happened as a result of this.
yes, it's a connection is amazing, because before I didn't had any really spiritual friends, and I didn't know anyone apart from the spiritual teacher Jill Harrison.
Yeah.
And with join course, I find so many same spiritually minded friends, and I learned so much in this year about ascension, because I'm ascending, we all ascending, and it's just whole world completely changed for me. It's just
That's a
amazing.
That's a really good point you bring up there, that there's so many people out there that think they're isolated, they're
Yes,
cut off.
yes,
And this whole network, not just our group, but the other groups that we're all networked and interconnect with, that isolation ends when you start to connect to people that understand and know what you're going through, that comprehend and recognize your highest good and have that interest in their mind. The only thing that's going to come from that is good, when you got people that are you connecting to on the similar frequency. And that's been really amazing for us on our journey over the last year and a half, the number of connections, the number of people, our guides, the teams coming through, and our angels working with your angels. It's like amazing. Like it's been just such a wonderful journey. I'm really glad you shared that point there. It's really important that people know that their isolation doesn't have to be there anymore. You can let it go. Let it go. Come join us.
Yes, yes, definitely. That's how it's for me. So I don't feel lonely anymore. I feel so busy because every day I'm watching so many different channeling by different mediums. I just want to do what they're doing.
Yeah. What
Because
I've been getting a lot of emails the last couple of weeks about people that are interested in the course that are saying, I'm a little afraid, I'm a little nervous about this channeling stuff. I'm concerned. What would you say to somebody like that that's got a concern about what that means?
no, you don't have to be worrying about anything because year ago I didn't know how to channeling. I have to watch all videos and listen everything and practicing. It's nothing. You will be so happy when you will be connected to your angels and fairies and extraterrestrial. You can channel anyone, but just for yourself. Your guidance day to day, just every day, we have to make so many decisions about every
Yeah,
little thing, and you always
yeah,
need, and it's so much easier to hear your higher self when they're telling you yes or no. It's just simple things to make you right decisions, to make your life better, to make your life easier, happier, and more safe. So then you can
yes,
avoid in dangerous situations because you will hear your angels and just do it. You will really
exactly.
enjoy it. You will be happy. Like it's really happy experience for me. I always dreamed to doing channeling, but I just, even I've been doing that spiritual courses, healing courses with all the spiritual teacher, but she never teach us how to channel before. So I
It's
think
interesting.
it's amazing. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
when you
Just
start to get
do it.
when you start to get that guidance, I know for me about a year ago, I had some things going on with my body, and when I started really acknowledging my guides and my mentors and beings that are not physical started talking, they said, this is what you have to do to create optimal health in your body. And they told me what to eat, how much to eat, what to drink, how to drink. They told me what activities I need to do physically. It was just unbelievable that the transformation that I've gone through physically in the last year and a bit, just getting direct information from beings who've already experienced, expressed, and lived a physical experience. And they say to me, anybody can do this. Anybody and everybody has the equipment in place to hear us. They're saying this to all of us right now. Anybody and everybody has the equipment to hear us and to see us if you so choose. Important to begin to let go of your blinds. Open your ears, open your mind, because there is so much more available to you than you have on your own. Include us. They're saying include us in your life so that you will have more in your life, much the same way as these groups and organizations that are coming up around the world very rapidly are more inclusive, bringing everybody together to create a greater joy, harmony, and love in the collective unconsciousness of humanity. It's important you understand this so that you, for yourself, can make the decision that you wish to be connected to a state of love and grace with more of your fellow humans.
Yes,
um,
definitely. Live in harmony and peace
mhm.
and joy and love. Yes, definitely.
So I'm really excited about the course. We start in another 5 more days. On Saturday, the course opens, and
Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll do the opening day ceremonies, and then we're gonna launch literally right in the course. We're gonna start people off on learning to sense energies. We've changed the structure and the format because they told us that people have to become aware of what they're already sensitive to begin to make changes. They say if you don't know what you're listening to, you can't hear it. You have to learn to change how you hear and the way in which you hear so that you can start to listen and become aware of our presence. They're saying we're all around you right now. You can feel us sometimes as a pressure on your back. I know Michael comes into my head. Metatron pushes on my back big time. And Jesus comes into my heart and he's literally just sometimes I'm almost in tears when he comes in there because just the love is just so overwhelming. And your guides and your angels, I got a guy named John who sits back over to the left there, and he's always got something to say. And when you start turning outside of what you think you know and listening to them, it changes your life. You start to get information, a light, a vitality, a knowledge and awareness that completely changes you. It certainly changed me, and it's changed my partner. And I know I've watched you grow over the year that we've known you.
Yeah.
And you should not be sitting alone and wondering, how can I change my life, when you can get answers to how you can change your life. There's really simple things. We cover diet, we cover energy sensing, we cover card reading, teaching you how to focus, how to breathe. There are meditations. I mean, there's just, you can go to the website, WilliamMichaelForbesCoaching.com, and see all the details of what this course offers. It's a long list, and it would take a couple minutes to recite it all. But needless to say, when you engage in something different than what you're doing, you'll experience something different in your life, and that's just a reality, right?
Yes, yes. That's for sure.
Wow.
That's what my experience definitely changed in a year for me so much. I
Yeah,
grow,
Louise,
grow,
you,
yeah,
you, men- you
grown and
mentioned,
expanded so much. Yes.
yes, yes, yes. And what do you like? Where do you see yourself in a year's time from now? If you look at the last year you've grown, where do you see yourself in a year's time?
In a year time, hopefully I can have my channeling and healing business, and hopefully I can leave 3D job and helping people fully like being in service, fully being in, I don't know how to say it, just to do what I really always want to.
On
Be,
purpose.
yes, being definitely on my purpose and following my path and being completely on my mission. That's why I incarnated at this time, to helping people with ascension, to help them going from the darkness into the light. That's what I've
Yes.
been told so many times, and I said, what does that mean?
It's huge. Yeah, I know. It is literally going from darkness into light. I know for many years I had my own private practice doing other things, and I was really happy and I loved what I did. But when I started connecting to my guides and angels, it's taken me to a whole other level of joy and bliss than I've ever experienced before. I love my life. I love that I can walk down the street and say, should I go right or left here? And a voice says, yeah, try left. It's better if you go that way. And then I meet somebody down the street and I turn left and I go, oh, there you are. And it's like really amazing things start to unfold in life when you step outside of what you know into what you don't know. Because that's the other thing, is you have to step into the unknown. Jesus is sitting with you right now, sitting with you right at this moment. And you could ask him a question, and if you really listen, you will hear on a feeling level the energy of his consciousness seeking to get through to you. Really open yourself up to that, and the whole course is designed to do that for you. Yeah, it really is. It really, really is. So you've had near-death experiences before too, right?
Yes, I had especially
Well,
one strongest one when I had septicemia, and I had like about 6 hours operation, and I was fighting for my life very long time after that operation. That definitely was not just out of body experience like I had one previous one. This one, I think, near death experience, because I was nearly dying. But same,
wow.
I've been told, no, it's not your time to go. You need to go
So do you
back.
remember who told you? Do you remember who it was that told you it's not your time?
It's just a voice from above. Like they say, like I hear lots of people like you in white fog, like white bright like light, and you can hear voice of a God from above.
It's amazing how many people get that. I know when I was 20 and I was going to commit suicide and I was going to jump off a bridge, and a voice spoke to me and said, don't jump. and I
Yes.
was guided. And I know Norma, my wife, she was had her hands on her throat while she's sleeping one night, and a voice spoke to her and said, "Take your hands away from your throat." You know, it's amazing. And I hear these stories all the time from people that they hear voices,
Yes.
and it's if you're at the right place and it's the right voice, it's an amazing thing.
Yes, it
It's
is
definitely,
amazing experience.
yeah,
Yes.
it sure is. And I'm really glad that you accepted the offer to come on and be one of the mediums in the course.
Oh,
Um,
thank you very much for inviting me.
yeah. Well, they gave us the names of everybody that we were supposed to extend the invitation to. And what's really fascinating is they gave us a list, and that list was very precise, and everybody on the list just said yes. It was amazing. We just, okay. Yeah. So they know, like they really do. Your guides, your angels, your guardian angels, they know what is best for you in ways that you don't know. Even if you think you're at your peak level of functioning, which I did a year, I thought I was in pretty good shape a year ago, and they told me, no, you could go better. They can always show you more of what you don't know so that you can enhance and improve the quality of your life. And you'll learn that through the course as you start connecting inwardly to these beings that are with us all the time. And they're saying that we're all to come together now. This is the time where the collective comes together and the separation ends. They're saying the separation is going to end. That's what Ascension is about. It's about a unifying field of, they're saying love. It's a unifying field of love that gains expression in conscious living. Um, I'm not sure what's that actually mean. They're saying that means that people will learn to manifest their own meaningful expression, and it will be in harmony with everybody else's. There won't be the conflict. They're saying it's almost like a beehive mentality where everything and everyone in that consciousness works together, but in their own space as well. We get to be the individuals, but part of the whole in a meaningful way, instead of wars and destructions and the things that we've had historically from our past. It's that the Ascension is about that ending. That's over, done. Yeah.
Yes, I definitely notice how in a year time is all abilities expanding and getting stronger, like a telepathic communication. And I met people who have been reincarnated before, and I met my like soul brother and my soul sister in last, I would say, 9 months, and it's been revealed by some other mediums. Yes, you meant to meet them because you signed soul contracts to meet in this lifetime. And what, like my soul brother, confirms that I activated his awakening, and
Wow.
I met my soul sister in the course. So
Wow. That's amazing.
and since we met in that course, we practice in every weekend doing cards and trying to channeling for each other, and we're so connected. It's just amazing. Couldn't imagine that before.
Yeah, that's really cool. I know we all experience that in different ways.
Yes, yes,
It's amazing. I've always believed that that relationships are like to me family is not necessarily determined by biology but by spirit. That soul connection that we share, it transcends biology in just so many different ways. And I think that's what really determines what love truly is from that soul place. Spirit, I call soul spirit of universal love, right? And I think that's what we all are. I think you and me and all of us, we're all these beings of love that came here to manifest love, and now we're actually getting down to it to make it happen. um,
yes,
I'm
yes.
really glad that you were able to make the time to come by today. In if you could give anybody a message that you felt would be useful, do you have anything coming through you right now from your team, from your guides? Is there anything they would like to communicate to us?
I can hear, believe in yourself, you can do it. Anyone can channel, connect to your angels, connect to your guides, and be surrounded by their love. And you will feel peace, you will feel happiness and joy, and your life will improve. this course will really help you to do that. And they're saying we love you, all of you, and like surround yourself with love and just do it.
Wow. That's a beautiful message. Thank you so much, Tatiana. I can just feel I got all this energy around me right now. It's like sparkling. It's like gold sparkling light all around me right now. And yeah, I only get the word. I only get the words. Thank you, we love you. Thank you, is what I. That's all I'm getting right now.
Thank you, angels.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Archangel Michael and Jesus. Thank you, William, for inviting me.
Yes. And thank you too, Tatiana. I really appreciate your time today, and I look forward to working with you throughout the course. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's 3 weeks. It starts this Saturday. You can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, williammichaelforbescoaching.com, and you'll see all the information under the courses, bookings and courses tab on the website. I'm also going to be posting this as a video on my YouTube channel later, and the information will be in the description box below. You just click on the link, and that'll take you to the website as well. And I want to thank everybody that came by to listen today. And actually, you know, we should, maybe there's a few questions. Let's see if there's some questions, because this is the other thing that happens in the group is we take questions. Are there anybody out there that have questions? That's hi Sophia, hi Amanda, hi John. Look at all these wonderful people here.
Hi everybody.
Yes, it's wonderful to see all you people coming in. Does anybody have any questions they'd like to ask that either Tatiana's guides or my guides can answer? We'll give it a minute or so and see if anything comes up. If not, it's like I said, it's been amazing. The journey continues, right?
Yes, yeah. Yes, I can't wait for the course to start. So I can learn as well myself again.
Yeah, it is like that. It's like and every time it's different. Every time it's different. Every time we've done this course, it's different, and the dynamic's different. The energy seems to get higher with each one, which is really what it's about, bringing that frequency up, higher and higher.
I remember the course we done together. It was like probably 90 people was in that course.
Yes.
It was very strong energy. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're bringing together. We're bringing together. Remember, birds of a feather flock together. So we're bringing together high vibrational beings that have a very clear intention about being high vibrational beings, right? And fulfilling your purpose. What is your reason for being here, and then living it, carrying it out.
Yes. It's love.
Okay. Well, I'm not seeing any questions, but Tatiana, I would say that when this goes up on my YouTube channel, there'll be questions that might pop up on the YouTube channel that you or I may need to answer as well. So I want to say thanks to you. Thanks for showing up today. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this today. I know you're a busy lady.
No, thank you for talking to me, and thank you for everybody who watching us too.
Yes, awesome. So listen, have a great day. Much love to everybody. Yes. And hopefully we'll see you in the course. If not, you'll see me on YouTube with my next video.
Yes, send you lots of love to everybody and blessings. Okay, thank you, William. Okay.
Bye, Tatiana. Bye, everybody.
Bye.